After reading and revising and doing some question from animal tissue, we have now confusing asked question in exam and different model test that you should read this. Now here in first, that is antibody. Antibody is made from what? B lymphocyte. Blood vessel internal lining is called what? Endothelium. This is also asked question. Now let's begin. Now here in confusing option with question given, Nisl granules found in, this is the neuron topic, nervous tissue. Now Nisl granules found in axon, myofibril, nerve cell, or myelinated sheath. Now here this all is the part of what? Neuron cell. Now here nerve cell contain Nisl granules, axon also contain, but axon only not, cell body also contain this, so most appropriate answer is nerve cell. Another second number is, what is the function of motor nerve? Now motor means to perform action that given order from what? Central nervous system. So its function is for conduction away from CNS. Other student can choose both, but both is not right answer, it is wrong one. So choose best answer is what? Conduction away from CNS. Now memory cell. Here also a student confused that if T cell or B cell. So memory cell is both T and B cell. Now growth of hair follicles. Now this is also main important. Now growth of hair follicles. Hair is made up, we can say that hair is made up what? Stratum, from the stratum. So and stratum keratinized stratum epithelium tissue is hair derivative. So down to choose that, you should focus on hair follicle. Follicle is the cell from which hair arises. It is the terminal part, and hair tip is like this. This is the like cell, and this got what? Hair. So this is hair follicle. Now this is from what? Dermis. So dermis is the correct answer. Now your abdominal organ covered by, you have noticed what? Pericardium is for what? Pericardium is for heart outer covering. Pleura is for lungs outer covering. Omentum is what? Omentum is also the covering of bone type tissue, cartilage, muscles type tissue. Now periosteum will be the main answer of abdominal organ, means intestine and stomach. So perioneum is the correct answer. Now intercalated discs. Now intercalated discs, here also confused. You can select, you have just intercalated discs is also found in what? Ligament, but this is not true. So you should select what? Cardiac muscles, because intercalated discs and multinucleated cell is found in cardiac muscle. So don't select what? Ligament. And you can also make trick by here, muscle, but ligament no muscles. So intercalated discs found in cardiac muscles. Inflammation, dilation, capillary show red swelling due to. So this is a part of what? If someone got what? Infected or allergy type or inflammation, then histamine is for allergy or infection. This occurs. So this is also, someone can tick mark to the macrophage, but no, macrophage no. First action is from the histamine that activate what? Macrophage. If some antigens enters in the body, then histamine makes that this is the outer part of body, and this is the what? This is the enemy. So then macrophage comes. So first option should be what? Histamine. Now other 8 number is WBC non-specific killer of microbes are. Now here WBC non-specific. Now non-specific is for nothing. So for nothing killer B cell. B cell is the antibody that helps. That is the helper cell. Now killer cell. Now killer and helper cell is given. But B cell is what? That produce antibodies from what? Plasma derivative. So B cell is the correct answer. Now 9 number, cartilage present between joint of long bone. If cartilage is there, then there should be what? Tissue. Then there should be which tissue? Joining is connective tissue. So joint of connective tissue is hyaline. Hyaline is for connection between two tissue. Like also if bone connecting, then there is elastic type of fiber that is called what? Ligament. So that is same like. Now lack blood supply and non-cellular basement membranes are. Now you can choose to nervous tissue, because in nervous tissue also no cellular basement, but this is not correct option. The correct option is epithelial, because lack of blood supply and non-cellular basement membrane. That cell is not on the what? On the basement membrane here. Non-vascular. Now non-myelinated nerve fiber. Now non-myelinated means there is not sheath for conduction fast. So two type of sheath, white and what? Yellow. So white fibrous. So autonomic nerve is the correct answer here. Autonomic is not myelinated, and cranial, spinal, they both are what? They both comes under CNS, and optic also comes under CNS. So this is not correct answer. Correct answer is autonomic nervous system. Now here is the main answer that you can make confusion, that lysis of fibrin is plasmin. If in blood clotting, if fibrinogen makes what? Lysis of fibrin, then that is called what? Plasmin. Now fibril protein is elastin. Fibrin protein, non-fibril protein. Now fibrin protein means contain fiber is elastin, collagen and myosin. These three type of protein. But non-fibril protein is albumin, because albumin helps in what? Osmotic pressure. Now here is vitreous humus. In eyes, vitreous humus is also the connective tissue between what? Between retina and lens. Retina and lens. Here connecting tissue is vitreous humus. So vitreous humus is also called what? Mucoid connective tissue. This is the what? Correct option. Now plasma. In plasma we have the cation, we have the electrolyte, that is what? Sodium, Na plus. Now living substance. Living substance is all substance that is comes under protoplasm. Immune system contain all of WBC and macrophage, because this make you protect from enemy or antigen. Adipose tissue is below dermis. This should be also remember. Adipose tissue is below dermis, and from dermis hair follicles start. Exchange in blood and tissue cell. Now blood and tissue cell exchange is from tissue fluid. Here given muscles contraction ATP. So muscle contraction ATP is from myosin. Multi-unit smooth muscles. Multi-unit smooth muscle is from large blood vessel, and that's large blood vessel also comes under simple epithelium, squamous epithelium, and that squamous epithelium also contain eye conjunctiva layer. Endothelium means blood vessel inner layer, and cheeks lines also. This should be also asked. Now here given Z line. Now you should know that two Z line makes what? Sarcomere. And sarcomere is the structure unit of muscles. Now Z line connected to actin. Now Z line is connected to what? Actin, not myosin but actin. Now actin filament. Now you should know that actin filament composed of actin, troponin and tropomyosin. Now GI tract or abdominal muscles got what? Myogenic and unstriated type of muscles. Now also we have stratum germinatum. Now stratum germinatum is cuboidal and columnar derivative type of tissue. So this is up to here. Now we will also continue to our next lecture question. Now continuing to our previous question, we have 12 number question. The most abundant tissue in body. Now most abundant tissue in body is connective tissue, and this all except neuron and epithelial, this both are what? Connective tissue. But most abundant is muscular, and its number is 639 types of muscles. Now actin and myosin filament is common in both skeletal and visceral muscles. 14 number perioneal layers. Now here you can get confused. Perioneal layer is from what? Squamous derivative. And here main function is in perioneal for what? Diffusion type of absorption and secretion. Now most of the cell in areolar tissue are all of them is given, so all of them you should select, but most abundant should be what? This fibroblast. If question asked and not given all, then you should go through what? Fibroblast. And mast cell. Now mast cell is also known as what? Mast cell is known as ovoid type of cell because it have different shape, structure and enzyme protein. Myosin. This myosin is most active protein and most helpful, and its contract also. Cardiac muscles is syncytial, means multinucleated and involuntary fibers. We have what? Triceps, biceps. Biceps are antagonist muscles type. Now cross bridge in muscles fiber, we find cross bridge type of glycogen store. Now glycogen store in both in liver and muscles. Herbaceous canal. So herbaceous canal in mammals present on bone matrix like this. This is like bone, and this is cover. That is called periosteum. Now this periosteum, how it looked at? This periosteum has like this periosteum, and it contain what? Some cell and some cell and canal. Now this is called what? This is called herbaceous canal. It contains cell, and here got what? Caniculi, and this caniculi is called Volkmann canal. And so this we have studied in previous lecture of the and revision also. So you should remember, this is most important. Now bone marrow composed of what? Fatty tissue, areolar tissue and blood. RBC in distilled water. If you put RBC cell in distilled water, then its first volume increase, and then it will get burst. Now first evolved tissue is epithelial tissue. You should remember. Epidermis cellular layer. Epidermis layer is squamous stratified cornified epithelium. This is also the point. This point should be remembered. Tissue classifier. Now we have studied in previous and starting also in chat topic that tissue classification on basis of location and its function, and its fourth type, that is epithelial, nervous, muscular, and connective. Now living tissue in situ is called in vivo. Transitional epithelium, other name is called what? Urothelium. Saliva and exocrine pancreas. This all comes under merocrine gland, means not destroyed cell material. Salivary gland not destroyed cell. Now matrix of bone cell. Now the bone cell is contained in the matrix, as we have already. This is the cell and this contain what? Some matrix in it, in the what? Herbaceous canal system. Now so that is called what? Osteocyte. Now histiocyte means phagocytic cells. These histiocytes come under tissue, that in tissue, if some antigen comes, then that engulfed by the histiocyte. Now ground substance is from mucopolysaccharide. This is a type of carbohydrate. It we have studied in the chat topic that basement membrane is made of this mucopolysaccharide. Now osteoblast process is called caniculi. So caniculi is that same, if two Herbaceous canal and their lamella occur for the joining, that is called Volkmann canal. Now that canal joining is called what? Caniculi. Now large ovoid is mast cell. Mast cell got different shapes, so large ovoid called mast cell. We'll continue questions from animal tissue in later classes too. So bye, and PDF will be uploaded below in description. So best of luck for your exam.